Right now, 327,000 homes across America have no power. And the storm that caused it, it is not even the big one. The big one hits Sunday. And if you live anywhere from Texas to Maine, you need to hear this entire forecast before it arrives, because what is coming over the next 5 days is something we rarely see in March. 2 back-to-back winter storms, a severe weather outbreak with tornadoes, and an Arctic blast that will plunge temperatures 40 degrees below normal. This is not a drill. And if you stay with me for the next few minutes, I will give you the exact timing, city by city, hour by hour, so you know precisely when this hits your area. Now, here is the part most people are going to miss. Everyone is focused on the snow, but the real danger? I will reveal that at the 5-minute mark. And trust me, it is not what you expect. Before we get into the full breakdown, drop a comment right now telling me where you are watching from. Your city, your state. I will personally respond with a localized forecast update for your area, whether you are in Dallas, Chicago, Nashville, Detroit, Philadelphia, or anywhere in between. I want to make sure you know exactly what is heading your way. All right, let me walk you through this storm system step by step, starting with what is happening right now. As of this morning, we have active severe weather pushing through the southeast. Georgia, the Carolinas, and the northern Florida panhandle are dealing with a nasty line of thunderstorms. There are active tornado warnings in Georgia right now. This line will push through North Carolina and South Carolina through the late morning hours, clearing Jacksonville, Florida around 1 in the afternoon Eastern Time. Meanwhile, up in Montana, wind gusts are already hitting 60 to 70 miles per hour. And across the Ohio Valley and Northeast, over 200 wind damage reports came in just yesterday alone. Here is where it gets wild. Power outage numbers this morning are staggering. Washington State, 94,000 homes dark. Mississippi, 48,000. Idaho, 39,000. Georgia, 28,000. Louisiana, 27,000. Alabama, 26,000. And those numbers are climbing. But here is the twist. This is only storm number 1, and it is the weaker of the 3 systems heading our way. Let me tell you about storm number 2 and why forecasters are calling it a snow bomb. Storm number 2 is what meteorologists call a clipper system. It is already moving out of the northwest and will arrive across the Great Lakes by tonight. Here is the exact timing. Thursday evening, heavy snow breaks out across northern Minnesota. By Friday morning, the heaviest snow shifts into northern Wisconsin, the upper peninsula of Michigan, and northern lower Michigan. Snowfall rates will be moderate to heavy. We are talking 6 to 12 inches across the Great Lakes region. By late Friday into early Saturday morning, light snow pushes into the interior northeast New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire. Winds with this system will be ferocious. 50 to 80 mile per hour gusts are possible from the Dakotas through Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, across the Great Lakes, and all the way into Ohio and western New York. And here is something nobody is talking about. Even where the snow is light, these winds will create ground blizzards. You do not need heavy snowfall to have zero visibility when 50-mile-per-hour winds are blowing existing snow sideways. Now here is where I need you to pay close attention. Do not miss this next part. Storm number 3 is the monster. This is the one that could go down in the record books. Late Saturday evening, a new storm system begins building over Idaho, western Montana, and western Wyoming. By Saturday night, light to moderate snow spreads from Colorado into Wisconsin, but Sunday morning is when this thing explodes. Let me give you the Sunday timeline hour by hour. Sunday morning, around 8 to 9 a.m. Central Time, heavy snow breaks out across South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. Simultaneously, moisture from the Gulf of Mexico begins surging north into Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana. By Sunday at noon, this is a full-blown dual-threat event. In northern Minnesota and Wisconsin, snowfall rates hit 4 to 5 inches per hour. That is not a typo. 4 to 5 inches per hour. At the same time, a dangerous line of severe thunderstorms develops from East Texas, just outside Dallas-Fort Worth, stretching all the way north into central Illinois. Damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes embedded in this line are all on the table. Sunday afternoon, 3 to 4 p.m. Central, the temperature contrast becomes absolutely insane. Chicago will feel like 58 to 60 degrees. Drive 50 miles north and it drops to the teens and single digits. That kind of temperature gradient is what fuels violent storms. Sunday evening, the severe weather line marches east into western Tennessee, Kentucky, and Mississippi. The snow intensifies across the Great Lakes. And here is the plot twist. Behind this line of thunderstorms, it is snowing in Missouri. Severe weather and snow from the same storm system, separated by just 100 miles. Sunday night into early Monday morning, the storm undergoes bombogenesis. The central pressure drops to around 978 millibars. That is bomb cyclone territory. The low pressure parks over lower Michigan, and lake-enhanced snow begins piling up at incredible rates around the Great Lakes. Now here is what I promised you at the 5-minute mark, the real danger. It is not the snow, it is not even the tornadoes, it is the ice. A narrow corridor of freezing rain and freezing drizzle will set up just north of Chicago, south of Madison, Wisconsin, stretching across central Michigan. This ice storm could bring down power lines and trees across areas that are already dealing with hundreds of thousands of outages. And right behind the ice comes the Arctic blast. When your power goes out at 10 degrees below zero, that is a life-threatening emergency. Monday morning, the severe weather is still ongoing across the Ohio Valley, the Mid-Atlantic, and the Southeast. Cities from Washington, D.C. to Richmond to Raleigh need to be on alert. The Storm Prediction Center already has a slight risk, level 2 out of 5, posted for Monday across the upper Southeast and Mid-Atlantic. Supercells could develop in the moist sector across Virginia and eastern North Carolina. By Monday afternoon, the severe weather pushes toward the northeast. Meanwhile, heavy snow continues to fall across the Great Lakes, and backside snow wraps all the way down into northern Indiana, Illinois, and even St. Louis. Now let me talk about the snow totals, because these numbers are staggering. The National Weather Service blend of models is showing 1 to 3 feet of snow across Wisconsin, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and portions of northern Lower Michigan. And that is not including lake enhancement. With the Great Lakes still relatively warm because the ice melted earlier this season, lake effect snow could add another 1 to 2 feet on top of those totals. We are talking about the possibility of 4 feet of snow in some locations around the Great Lakes. Minneapolis, 6 to 12 inches. Northern Iowa, 6 to 10 inches. Chicago could see 4 to 8 inches, and the signal keeps growing. Even deep into Illinois, Indiana, and St. Louis are showing several inches. The higher elevations of Washington state could see over 13 feet total from multiple systems. That is not a mistake. Multiple feet of snow in the Cascades and northern Rockies, and then comes the cold. This Arctic blast is going to be brutal. Monday morning, feel like temperatures across the upper Midwest drop to 15 to 20 degrees below zero. Dallas will feel like the 20s. By Tuesday morning, freezing temperatures push all the way down into northern Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. Wind chills across northern Illinois, Iowa, and Minnesota could reach 20 degrees below zero. Actual temperatures in Minneapolis could go sub-zero Tuesday morning. The European model, the GFS model, and even the Canadian model are all in strong agreement on this cold blast. When 3 independent models agree this strongly, you should pay attention. But here is the final twist nobody is ready for. This cold blast does not just come and go. The pattern is set up to send more cold fronts through the end of March into early April. The jet stream will keep dipping over the Midwest and Northeast for at least the next 2 weeks, so even after this historic storm clears out and temperatures briefly recover by next Friday, another shot of winter could follow right behind it around March 25th. Let me give you a quick city-by-city summary. Minneapolis, heavy snow Sunday through Monday, 1 to 2 feet possible, wind chills 20 below zero by Monday morning. Milwaukee, heavy snow Sunday afternoon through Tuesday morning, 12 to 18 inches possible with potential blizzard conditions. Chicago, snow begins Sunday evening, 4 to 8 inches possible with a brief ice mix, then bitterly cold Monday and Tuesday. Detroit, ice storm possible Sunday night, transitioning to heavy snow Monday, strong winds Monday night. St. Louis, severe storm Sunday afternoon, then a switch to snow Sunday night into Monday. Nashville, severe weather Sunday evening with a chance of light snow or flurries behind the cold front. Dallas, severe thunderstorms Sunday afternoon, then a dramatic temperature crash feeling like the 20s by Monday morning. Indianapolis, severe storms Sunday afternoon, snow possible Monday, heavy winds throughout. Pittsburgh, snow arrives Monday, several inches possible, with strong winds. New York City, wind event Monday night into Tuesday, could see gusts over 60 miles per hour with a possible burst of snow. Washington, D.C., severe weather Monday, strong winds, and a dramatic temperature drop. Atlanta, severe storm Sunday night, then the coldest air since January arrives Tuesday. Philadelphia, strong winds and possible snow Monday night into Tuesday. This storm system is going to impact over 270 cities across more than 30 states. If you live east of the Rockies, you will feel this. Remember, drop your city in the comments and I will get you a specific forecast. Share this video with anyone you know in these affected areas. Preparation saves lives. And here is what is coming in the next video. The models are now showing something developing for late March that could rival what we are about to see this weekend. The pattern is not backing down. In fact, it might be getting more extreme. I will have the full breakdown, the updated snow totals, and the revised severe weather outlook in tomorrow's forecast. You do not want to miss it. Stay safe out there, America. Get your supplies ready tonight. Charge your devices. Check on your neighbors. This one is going to be a historic March storm, and it starts in less than 40